Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a tool that's trying to solve one of the biggest, most annoying problems in AI. We're talking about Google's NotebookLM. And the whole idea behind it is to create an AI that learns only from you, your stuff, nothing else.
So let's just jump right in with a huge question. What if your AI could never hallucinate again? I mean, we've all seen it, right? You ask an AI a question and it just confidently makes things up. That's hallucination. Well, NotebookLM is designed from the ground up to completely eliminate that problem. It's all about building a foundation of trust.
All right, here's what we're going to cover. We'll look at why it's a new kind of thinking partner and what makes it so trustworthy. Then, we'll see how it helps you create things, not just consume them. Check out some real-world examples, its crazy growth, and finally, what the future holds for this thing.
Okay, so first up, a new thinking partner. The key thing to get here is that this isn't just another chatbot. You know, the kind that kind of knows a little bit about everything because it scrapes the whole internet. No, this is different. It's built to be a deep, focused expert on one thing and one thing only: your content.
So think about it like this. Instead of asking a generalist AI a question, you're actually creating your own specialist. You feed it your stuff, your research papers, your work documents, your class notes, whatever. And just like that, it becomes a personalized expert that knows only what you've taught it. Its entire world is the information you provide.
And that brings us to the most critical part, right? The engine of trust. How does this thing actually deliver answers you can rely on? I mean, if it's not searching the web, how does it know anything? And more importantly, how can we be absolutely sure it's not just making stuff up?
Well, the secret sauce here has a fancy name: Retrieval-Augmented Generation, or, RAG for short. It sounds complicated, but the idea is actually pretty brilliant and simple. Before it even tries to answer your question, it first goes and finds the relevant facts within the documents you gave it. It's a two-step dance. First find the facts, then generate the answer.
It breaks down into 3 simple steps. First, it kind of reads and organizes everything you upload, creating this private, searchable index. Then, when you ask a question, it doesn't just guess. It scans that index to pull out the exact pieces of information that are relevant. And only then, as a final step, does it use that retrieved info to build a factual, grounded answer. And this is the whole magic trick. This process is what basically puts an end to hallucinations. Because the AI is completely walled off, it's only allowed to use your documents. It literally can't invent facts or pull information out of thin air. Every single answer is grounded in your sources, which means you can actually trust it for important stuff. And to prove it, to really show you it's not cheating, every answer comes with these little inline citations. See the numbers? You can click on any one of them, and it will instantly show you the exact passage from your original document that it used to come up with that answer. It's not just giving you the what, it's showing you the how. It's like showing its work on a math problem. Okay, so once you have an AI you can actually trust, things get really interesting. You can move beyond just asking it questions. This is where we go from consumption to creation. NotebookLM isn't just a fact checker. It's designed to be a partner that helps you transform your sources into something new.
Yeah, the whole goal is to take that dense material you have, the 100-page reports or the dry textbooks, and turn it into something else. It's about shifting from passively reading to actively creating and interacting with your information.
And this is where it gets really cool. The platform has these features they call the Studio. With just a click, you can ask it to generate things like a dynamic audio overview. It's basically a mini podcast discussing your documents. Or it can create a narrated video overview with its own slides. It can even whip up an interactive mind map to help you see all the connections in your research. It's wild.
So as you can imagine, this kind of power has led to people using it for all sorts of incredible things. We're way beyond simple question and answer now. Let's look at how people are really putting this thing to work. The real-world uses are just amazing. You've got MBA students who are taking these massive 100-page case studies and distilling them overnight. Researchers are synthesizing entire fields of literature. But then you get the really creative stuff like dungeon masters for D&D who use it to instantly look up rules or campaign notes mid-game. Someone even uploaded an 8-year group chat history to find all their old inside jokes. And educators, They're building custom AI tutors for their students using their own course materials.
All right, so this combination of trust and genuine usefulness has, unsurprisingly, led to some exploding growth. What started out as just an experiment over at Google Labs has quickly turned into what a lot of people are calling a true killer app.
And the numbers really back that up. When they launched a feature that lets you share your notebooks publicly, the community went nuts. Users created and shared over 140,000 public notebooks. I mean, that's in the first month alone. The engagement is just massive.
And of course, that kind of explosive growth gets noticed. You've got major outlets like CNBC calling it, and I'm quoting here, the next killer app in generative AI. That's a huge stamp of approval, showing that this isn't just a niche tool, it's seen as a real game changer.
So, where does this all go from here? Let's take a quick look at the future of your own personal AI, what the different tiers look like, the tools, and what's coming up next on the roadmap.
Okay, so here's how it breaks down. There's a free tier, and it's actually super generous. You get up to 100 notebooks, and you can put 50 sources in each one. For the real power users and teams, there are Plus and Pro tiers that blow those limits away and add some really smart features. For instance, there's chat-only sharing. Get this. You can share your AI expert with someone, but they can't see your original documents. It's brilliant for privacy.
And looking ahead, the roadmap is all about deeper integration into your world. They're working on things like automated flashcards and quizzes, which would be amazing for studying. And check this out, Gmail integration. Imagine turning your entire email archive into an expert you can talk to. They're also planning a NotebookLM business version for bigger companies.
So all of this leaves us with a really powerful final thought. Your information, your notes, your research, your data, it's no longer just a static pile of documents. It's now a living, breathing expert that you can talk to, that you can verify. The possibilities are, well, kind of endless. So that really only leaves one question. What are you going to ask it first?